probably going to come in. It's probably going to give a warning. God. The playfield's not bright enough. Okay, are we here? Do you hear us? Are we here? Is it working? Everybody's happy. My goodness, it's always something. It's always something.
Okay, so I know the pro streamers is a joke. You realize we're not pro streamers. Like that means like professional job. Like
I mean,
I've yet to like make this my job yet.
If we're not professional streamers, I don't know what qualifies. what are we not? But anyways,
just time on screen.
We are here, and there's something. So first and foremost, welcome. Holy cow!
Hey, everybody!
It's always something.
It's always something. It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, I need to pull this up because we need to get Jared's live reaction.
The Zoom meeting.
So
I heard rumors that 50th got dropped.
Yep. So let's talk about that. Okay. So first and foremost, welcome. My name is Joel. This is my brother Jared.
What's up?
This is the Flippin' Out Pinball stream. We stream every Wednesday night. Thank you for bearing with us. How late were we? 8 minutes ish. I hope everybody's good. I love that people have turned out for this. Tonight's going to be a chatting stream. We are going to play Dune. But we learned that there's going to be more code, hopefully for next week. So we're like, you know what? Let's time out. Honestly, Jared and I have been having a lot of discussions about some of the games we've been playing recently, what we like, what we don't like. And we're like, you know what? Perfect timing. Let's dive into that.
You know, yeah. People think that I have no opinions on pinball. You know, I literally like show up late, like barely get through the stream, and then I leave, and we never talk about pinball.
Yeah,
we talk about pinball a lot. And when he brought it up, because the Dune thing, we're supposed to get new code next week, which I'm excited for. More Dune. But when he brought it up, I was like, well, we've had a lot of games come out. Big games in the last probably 5-6 months since we've sat and talked to camera on you guys, and I think these are enough where you probably get our feelings on things. And I know Joel is on he has a whole nother podcast with one really awesome dude and one not. So they've heard his opinions, but it's like, I don't get to talk about my feelings on pinball. And Joel thinks I have valid opinions. So
Jared has opinions.
I have. Okay,
no, they're valid.
I have opinions. I do have opinions.
I think tonight's going to be a fun conversation. For sure. But I don't know. There are comments that are left on different things, and people are like, I wish you could be honest. I wish you could be not every game can be fun. Not every game can be the best game ever. And I think because this channel is the Flippin' Out Pinball channel, reach out to Zach for all your pinball needs. Being that this is the Flippin' Out Pinball channel, I think people just immediately assume all of our opinions are filtered. And that's not true, Zach. I think Zach is very honest.
This is the last stream we'll ever do.
Yes, if we're not
because we're laying it out, we're burning the bridges, and we're taking the Dune with us.
Yes. So honestly, no. We're gonna be real tonight. We're gonna be honest, and And the truth is, I mean, I don't get any joy out of just destroying a game or bashing it or saying it's the worst game ever. So we're not gonna. That's not the goal, but we're happy to go through and say what games we really like, what games we don't.
Hey,
And that's what we're
007 Bodson just put like, no, you're not exactly right. But
Okay, we're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to them. Yes, I'm a positive guy. I see the good in things. So
pinball's fun.
Speaking of which, this is where
50th anniversary.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's looking good.
No, it's just like immediately I see issues, you know, so like the player cam is overlapping and you know, it's just little stuff like that.
See, the keys chat is that you don't care about these things. Now, Joel, like this, it not starting on time. So I was a little late. I was a tad bit late.
This is what, yeah.
And I come down and Joel had like the doom expression on him. I'm like, what?
Because we're trying to be professional.
He's
right?
like,
we're trying to be
crashing.
All right, Jared. If you didn't know, it is the 50th. This is the year of the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So I did
know that was the 50th.
They have released a 50th anniversary of this game.
It's looking great. Loving that art.
Okay, that was.
It's the original poster
right off the bat.
It's the original. It's the famous Jaws poster, and you guys have to remember. Take yourself back to 1975 when this movie came out. Okay, and they see this poster, and everybody thinks, "Oh, this is just going to be some other." But we're not like bad horror didn't really exist at this time. What is this movie? That's a girl. There's a giant shark. What are we going to do? And everybody's about ready to have their mind blown by the movie Jaws. Jaws is a fundamental movie of cinema. It's the summer blockbuster. That's where we get it from Jaws. So to slap the original poster all over that bad boy, okay job.
So this art, well,
She's a Butte Clark.
Let's just do this. And I see Pinballs. Shout out to him. Check out his Facebook page. I also saw in chat there, I saw Preston was in chat. So huge shout out to Preston. He did incredibly well over in Worlds. So let me do that.
Oh, we got, tournament players watch our stream?
Yeah.
What?
All right. So we have, this is the Jaws 50th, right? Jaws 50th. And this is the original. So the deal is it's not a limited edition. It's not a limited edition. Okay. It is a premium. So theoretically, you could call Zach at Flip It Out Pinball tonight. Well, speaking of which, if you do want to buy this, Zach does have openings for this, and he could get it shipped out. It's like supposed to be shipped out within the next week or two. So you can buy this right now. The options are you either buy this premium, and for the exact same price, you could have that premium.
I'm buying the 50th.
So the difference is obviously red powder coated artwork, right?
Great.
Versus the standard black. Okay. And then the other main takeaway with the 50th is apparently there's glitter. There's glitter in the playfield. I don't exactly know where.
They figured out the glitter.
But there's glitter in the playfield. And then there's also the wire forms are brass plated.
The brass is sharp.
If I can find
that brass, because on boats, a lot of brass.
So all these wire forms are brass compared to silver.
Does not break down,
but
like other metals.
So obviously, it's an interesting thing. I mean, when Godzilla 70th came out, the idea was, it was more simple in that way. It's like, do you want the colored version of the Godzilla art, or do you want the black and white?
Black and white is the correct answer.
So, in my opinion, I do like the brass artwork or the brass wire forms more.
Is sick.
Now the ramps are still metal, but the brass is slick and glitter playfield. Why would I not?
Joel likes
glitter. I do like this artwork more. I like this artwork more. And if I did this, I would powder coat the rails white. And then that way, and I would replace the T-molding up here with white. I'd also probably replace that Translight with the Pro.
So Joel, you would do the normal things you do with pinball machines is bling them out. So.
But honestly, this premium is already blinged out. So I don't know. To me, I don't personally love the red powder coating. I would have preferred white, but I'm glad to see people in chat are excited about this. The interesting thing though is the cost. This is a This is essentially a limited game. They're only going to make it for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And it already has powder coated armor.
But the price is the same.
And the price is the exact same as this.
See, people, yes, pinball is expensive. We all get it.
Mm.
This is the way to do it. All right. You're benefiting people that are in the hobby now.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have an option. And it's like anything. You like this one. I like the other one. You get what you want. You're here.
You have options.
You have the options. It's the same price. So it's no like, this is worth more. It honestly, this is, I'm going to bring it back to Magic cards. It's the idea of like, there are cards that there are 20 different printings for. You buy the card that you like, then that's what you want. It's your personal style. You get a little bling in it. And then you can do Joel stuff and have a flippin' powder coater that and get your stuff powder coated, like if you don't like it. So for me personally, the Jaws art original poster is so iconic.
Yeah.
It's just, that is, but not taking away from the amazing art that's on all of the Jaws artwork and on the other premium cabinets. So I think it's a win-win. I don't think it hurts. I think it'd be cool to see more versions of stuff like this, of like, okay, we're going to take a certain level and then maybe have a little bit more options for you guys.
So it brings up just an interesting discussion, and really what the discussion is, are we pissing off LE buyers? And I saw Adam in chat there said this is a good move because they're not pissing off LE buyers. Stern's done this now. This is the third time they did it, right? They did it. They did Jurassic Park 30th, and then they've done Elvira. They've done these later runs where all of a sudden now, like Elvira Blood Red Kiss, I think is probably the most superior version of the game, and yet there's other versions of that game out there that cost way more. So how do you do this without pissing people off? Pete is a perfect example. I know he is a huge Jaws fan. He reached out to me and he's like, man, depending on this game tomorrow, I'm going to be in trouble. Like, what do I do? Luckily, this compared to the LE still has more in it.
Yeah.
Expression lights, mirrored back glass, it's powder coated. But this is good on Stern. The fact that this is a premium at a premium price. I'm impressed.
I like it that it's not the LE as well, because the LE is still the top dog. There's not options between the top dog. It's the top dog.
Correct.
Now it's a premium, which when we probably talk about, or our opinions of Jaws, the upper playfield is awesome on Jaws. Jaws Pros are great too, but that upper playfield that you get with the premium is great. Now you have two options. You're in the market for Jaws. You've been sitting around. I don't know what I want. You got a choice now. So that's good.
Does this game really need expression lights? No, expression lights when it comes to the rails that are built into the cabinet on music games. I would love for all Stern games to have that. But I'm talking about the expression speaker lights. So like what you see behind me with Godzilla. Those came by default. So an LE, it comes with a shaker motor. It comes with the anti-reflective glass. It comes with powder coating. It comes with a mirrored back glass. It comes with expression lights. Those add up. If you add all that to your game, that's over $1,000. So I think this is cool. I'm just saying, you guys all know, and we're going to talk more about this tonight, I am right on the edge of like ready to buy another game. Right on the edge. And Jaws, I was like, depending on what this looks like today, that might be what pushes me over and actually makes me buy Jaws. I will say, after seeing this, am I buying Jaws? No, I'm still not. This wasn't enough to say I have to buy this right now. But I think it looks good. I think it's a smart move on Stern. You think about it, this is a great way for them to sell some more games. I am interested, Zach. I haven't talked to Zach yet today, but I am interested. I'm curious if he got any orders for the original game, as in people were waiting on the 50th, and then they just were there to feel which art package they like better. And then they're like, all right, well, now that I know, now that I've waited, let me go ahead and buy Jaws, that kind of thing. Or Jaws, the original Jaws art package versus the Jaws 50th.
Billy Bob Brain. I like that idea. Now we're swapping the sides
and put it on my Godzilla
We're
70th
switching
in the
them
other
out.
armor. You sure could.
See, that's
sure
the fun. It's a couple screws, and you got a good time.
Damon, if I didn't already have Harry Potter and Medieval Madness ordered, I'd be in on this. Yes, I technically have Medieval Madness in on order as well. So I know. But it's a good spot to be. It's a good spot to be. So, any other thoughts, Jared, on?
I think it looks sick. I'm glad. Honestly,
the 50th anniversary.
I'm glad it's nothing. It's not this is LE plus. This is another. I'm glad it's just like, yo, Jaws 50th. We're gonna do the thing. I know it seems super simple. Put the poster on it. Well, it looks sick, and it's like it does celebrate 50 years of Jaws. It's a great game. I think these things are selling like wildfire. So now people have an option. So this to me is the perfect amount of like doing something to celebrate something.
I did forget to mention there is a holographic 50th anniversary sticker on the Translite. Pinballs, I thought the speaker light kit would have been included on Jaws 50th.
Sticker.
Starting to use the Owen effect on the Owen. It's super effective. Pinballs, once again, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate the super chat. What did Zach say? The Jaws Premium Original has been on fire sales-wise in the past couple of weeks. They have sold so many Jaws. I didn't know how this would do, but it's getting people to pull the trigger. I mean, we're going to rank some games tonight, and I think you're going to see our overall opinion of Jaws is very high. But no, I think this was smart. I don't think this release pissed anybody off. And the only person I could think it would possibly piss off is somebody that bought a Jaws Premium last week. And if they're like, well, shoot, if I would have known, I will say the other person it made, not pissed off, but Zach was like, if I would have known, this is Zach Mini, with Flip It Out. He's like, if I would have known Jaws would have come out today, we would be streaming Jaws right now because they've released the final code. The wizard mode is now in the game. There's more in the game.
But that means you would have taken Dune. No. Bad.
Yeah, no. Bad. Jared is not ready to.
I am not ready for Dune to leave.
Yeah. I am messing around.
Which means Joel's next game he's going to buy live. Dune. He's buying a Dune. Guys, he's buying a Dune because
the brass is great. I don't know. I'm just very curious to see if Zach over the next week or so sells more of the original or what. I have the LE, but I do like this edition playfield and wireforms the cabinet. I understand. I totally understand. There will always be somebody pissed off on Pinside. Yeah, you can't be mad. It's either been 18 months. Yeah, I totally understand.
Just don't go with
I don't. This is one of those things because I know the Jurassic Park 30th pissed some people off. The Blood Red Kiss edition pissed some people off. The Godzilla 70th pissed some people off. This one, I think they kind of found it. I think they found a way to release a cool new edition. It's going to be rare. It's only limited in the way that it's only going to be made this year. And this is pretty cool. I think this is a great way to do it. Zach, I've heard from more than one LE buyer that somebody that I know has an LE that said, hey, if somebody wants to spend 13 grand on my LE, I'll sell it and buy this. So pretty cool. But
all right. Let's talk old machines.
Dude, I know, Jared, this is what people love this, right? That's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume people love when we do this. I enjoy doing this.
Joel enjoys this.
But the reality is, I went through in this right now. This is huge shout out to Zach and Nicole. This is every game that Jared and I have streamed.
It's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games. It's a lot. Well, it's every game that I've streamed. Because some of these games, Jared wasn't a part of it at the time. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we are in a position to do this. I enjoy doing this. I believe in Flipping Out. I think they honestly are a fantastic company. But this is pretty great. Pinballs, I'm pre-angry already.
Okay,
yes.
So here's where, because I was thinking about this once we decided. So we've done a tier list. There's a lot of these games we've done on tier lists before and things like that. I think right now it'd be great because we've played, I think since we've last talked to camera, we've played Dune, we played Harry Potter, we played King Kong.
We've played a lot.
We've played like Simpsons Pinball Party's in there, but I don't really like include
Simpsons Pinball Party, Lord of the Rings, D&D, Beatles, Funhouse, Looney Tunes. It's actually everything down here. So last time we did this list,
Evil Dead. How did I forget Evil Dead?
I think it ended at Deadpool. So Lord of the Rings, King Kong, Simpsons Pinball Party, Harry Potter, Dune, Iron Maiden, Houdini, Avatar, X-Men, Monster Bash, Metallica, Looney Tunes, Funhouse, Beatles, D&D, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Evil Dead. I think those are all the latest games that we've played since we did this last time.
So I think for amount of time, because there is a lot of games on here to do complete S rank and want to do talk. I think the most important thing to talk about is the games we haven't talked about the most. We probably streamed the most recently, but we haven't talked about the most. You can go watch our last talking stream where we hit a lot of this.
Zane's awesome. Rank Black Knight Sword of Rage so I can go to bed. Got to work. Wake. Okay, Zane, we'll start there. We will start there.
We play, but that's not a part of my group. Oh, Black Knight Sword of Rage, S, whatever. Move on. Let's
you're just putting it straight.
If he just wants to do it, just put it in S. It's an A. Black Knight Sword of Rage is an A game. I think that's where we had it last time. It's still an A game. I still think it's one of the most fun games I have. It is on. So, guys, I was doing kind of a little bit of homework. I didn't bring it with me, but I've actually been thinking about pinball outside of pinball.
Look at him go.
And I have, there's the list of games I think about and games I don't think about is like what it's kind of dividing into. Black Knight Sword of Rage. Think about it all the time. See it at a spot. Play it. Hopefully I can get it on that the different soundtrack because it's sick. It's the only way to play it. Black Knight's still good, guys. It's still really fun.
So I think the way that Jared and I were talking about this was theoretically, if all of these machines, and maybe I need to change the names, but if all of these machines were in if we walked in, we had 6 hours to play in an arcade, what are the games that we see that we're excited about, that like we're ready to walk over there and just put time on the game? Versus there's probably games here that we wouldn't even hit the start button once.
Nope.
That's kind of, I don't know if that would be a pretty lame tier to play it or ignore it, but
this is how I mentally keep track of things, guys.
Yes.
Because, hey, fun fact, you guys start streaming and you're trying to play pinball on stream in front of people, and then people go, hey, what about this game versus this game?
Yeah.
And how difficult that is to come up. So in my dumb brain, I'm just separating it into at least two categories. So then if they go this game and it's in this category of games I think about, or in this category of games I don't think about, it's easy for me to say the game I think about is I like better. So,
okay, so let's dive in here a little bit. Once again, Zach did let me know. Apparently, he has 15 used games that he is planning on posting like within the next day or two. So there's a chance.
He's got a used Dune #1 that he's going to sell to Joel for real cheap.
No, I don't think that's the case. But there is definitely, yes, there's stuff that people want to play. So, follow Zach on or follow Flipping Out on Facebook. That's where you're going to see all of his listings. And then also apparently the Flipping Out Pinball podcast. There's going to be an episode 3 coming pretty soon that I have not listened to. I need to listen to that. So, okay, where do you want to start, Jared? Where do you want to start? Do you want to just start with? Let's start with a layup. Let's start with a layup here.
I'm gonna let you drive because there's a couple games that are layups.
Evil Dead,
S tier.
I'm just putting it there.
S tier.
Okay. Tomorrow,
you go.
episode 3.
You start first. You lay the groundwork, and then I'm gonna fill in the pieces on Evil Dead.
When I think about games that we've played in the last 6 months to a year that I genuinely want to put more time on, Evil Dead is right up there.
100%.
Now, S tier for me.
I put it S tier to get the internet. It's not S tier.
I think it's A tier.
It's A tier.
I like it over Black Knight Sword of Rage, and the reason this is S tier, perfect or close to it. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. And what I mean is, honestly, when I think of,
I got you.
When bro. I think of how do you make the best possible pinball machine right now? Honestly, I think you take Keith Elwin and you combine it with Evil Dead. You do everything Evil Dead with the thematic integration, the art, the toys and mechs. I love the code, the simplicity to understand. I love everything about Evil Dead. I just wish it shot a little better. And that's not a dig against Luke or Bug. I think it shoots really well. But you have somebody with the shot layout experience of Keith Elwin to step in, and they make the game that shoots even better. Unbelievable. I wish you shot better.
So
Yes.
okay, here's the deal. I have a theory. There's Stern is the Goliath in the industry, right? They've got all the top level people. I think one of the things that they have is from like a mechanical side. They probably have the best people.
Ellen has not done a wide body. No.
Probably have the best people from like a mechanical point of view, manufacturing, all that stuff. This is not to hate on Spooky. When we do my top 5, let's just say there's one distributor in there that's stronger than another. And so that being said, I just think that there's something about Stern machines shoot a certain way. They shoot Stern style. They've figured out the hidden sauce. They're able to produce at a volume and things like that. I think there's just part of that. But they also, I think they put out 5 machines a year, and Spooky puts out 2.
Spooky puts out 1 a year, and I think Evil Dead does shoot better than some Stern games. I do. I'm just thinking of S tier.
Yeah, no.
How do you get perfect?
No, but I think that's like what you said, where it's like Evil Dead, if you have like an Elwyn plus what these guys are like, there's some great brain power. All right, we're done. Yes. I don't want to compare it. I want to talk about Evil Dead.
Okay.
So Evil Dead, from a theme point of view, it's obviously built by people that are into horror movies. They are called Spooky Pinball. They get the vibe of Evil Dead. This is one of the games that I actually enjoy the modes. And the modes actually feel very distinct. And you can go watch us play it. And that first time you're chopping off someone's limbs and that machine is shaking and there's stuff going on. And I'm like, I'm in this to win this. It is
awesome. It is. I was telling Jared, because Zach, Jared doesn't watch Straight Down the Middle. But I was like, when Straight Down the Middle, when they review games, they go through art, they go through code, they go through shots and layout, toys and mechs. But the area that means the most to them is the fun factor. And I will tell you right now,
it's fun.
Evil Dead is one of the most fun games we've played over the last year. Like it's just fun. It's just a game you want to play more of. And honestly, anybody that's played it, enjoyability. Yep. It is just fun. Sadly, will I ever own it? No, I will never own Evil Dead because of what it is. It's the art, the theme. I can't own that game. But that is a game, if we walked into an arcade right now.
Oh, 100%.
Honestly, that may be one of the first games we would play.
I'm taking out $10.
Maybe one of the first games we'd play.
We're playing Evil Dead.
All right.
Evil Dead's great.
Okay.
If you can find one, play one. There's only like 700 out there in
They're
going to
make 800 something, but they're not
play
done.
It. It is if someone's got it, go play it. It is just so much fun. All right.
Chris, Jobber, kids go nuts for Evil Dead. My kids didn't even see it, man.
No, I didn't show it to my kids either.
Give me an S tier game, Jared.
Godzilla, just put it there.
Godzilla's an S tier game.
We got it. It's Godzilla.
But do you really believe that?
No, it's an A in my opinion.
Okay.
I think there's another Elwyn game that's an S tier for me at this point.
Which
is probably one that we've
that is
Jaws. Avengers. No, it's not Avengers. Don't ask. I'm trying. Okay, chat. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid talking about certain games on this list that I don't really want to talk about because I don't want to be a hater.
That's why we're here.
We're talking positive.
We're here.
I think Jaws. Spoiler alert to my top 5. I legitimately have a top 5 that I bolt down to the floor in my thing. Jaws is in the top 5. That's my Elwyn game. And it's not, and people go, oh, well, you're only picking one. No. Jaws, I love how it shoots.
Yep.
I love the fan layout.
Yep.
There are things with Godzilla that frustrate me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very hard to get into the monster mode. Now, skill issue, whatever. I don't like getting into the monster mode, and then it's just kind of, and there's a lot of just stuff going on. I like how Jaws directs you into modes. The modes are expertly done. I love the modes. They're all a little bit different. And then you have, similar to Jaws, like Jaws has, similar to Godzilla. Godzilla is doing you're building up other things as you go along. I feel like the modes are the primary focus in Jaws, and then you're doing that stuff secondary in Jaws, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
There's times in Godzilla where I'm getting frustrated. The monster battles should be the thing I'm most excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can just sit there and just be like, I'm just going to I'm going to do the multi-ball and I'm going to blow the bridge. It kind of does that stuff. So to me, Jaws is one of the few like true in my mind S tier. I'm gonna play it every time I see it. I love Jaws. It's so good. We played Pro, we played Premium. They're all great.
The premium's better.
The Premium is better, but I'm saying like
yes.
even the Pro, like I'm not mad at. So Godzilla's kind of fallen a little bit in mine because I think Godzilla, when it did a lot of things. I think Elwyn just upped the ante on Jaws a little bit.
So what we're gonna do is, if you look at the thing, you know, if we rank Jaws and Godzilla S tier, whatever's to the left, we consider better. So I will tell you honestly, this is a Godzilla. I own Godzilla. I love that I own Godzilla. Mm-hmm. If I was in a position right now, where I didn't own Godzilla and I was to buy an Elwyn game, I would probably be buying Jaws.
Yes.
Do I want to sell Godzilla? No. I have all the Stumbler mods. Shout out to Davey. I've got that thing fully modded out. I love this game. Is incredible. But if I could only own one, Jaws or Godzilla, I would be choosing Jaws.
Okay.
I would be choosing Jaws.
We played Jaws a while ago.
Yeah.
But yes, Jaws.
Hear me out. Jaws 2.0, full graphic redesign, same sound and cuts, new Jaws mech, like the... No, they're not. It's so
perfect.
good.
It's fine. Leave it alone.
All right. So pinballs, that's a really good question. And this is the stuff that we get asked all the time. Why? Because we just streamed it. Jared, where do you think King Kong deserves to be on this list? I'm just throwing him here until we place it.
King
Kong today
is an A for me.
Okay.
There are things I think King Kong shoots the best out of the Elwyn 3. I don't consider Jurassic Park. I know you guys like Jurassic Park. I don't. Okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
I think of Jaws, Godzilla, and King Kong.
Pinball Live. Fair. It is unfair with all the unfinished code. I agree.
Yeah,
we're just today where it is.
Right now.
I agree. Yeah.
I think King Kong, the shots on it, some of the creativity of the ball path and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome, right? I love it, but there are things within it like the tower climbing mode. I just kind of feel like you're doing it, and it's not like really well defined, and it feels a little murkier. Now I love the modes on King Kong. The modes are cool. I think it shoots great. King Kong's another excellent game, but as of right now, if it's like, hey Jared, here's these 3 games, how do you want to rank them? It's like Jaws and Godzilla, and King Kong's there, but I don't think it's S tier. It's not up there with these 2 things, but I think we're still got code that we're going and things like that. So I think it's an A game.
I agree with pretty much everything you're saying. I will say if I walked into Stern and somehow they had the Whitewoods of Godzilla, Jaws, and King Kong, and so all we're playing is we're just shooting a game. There's no code. We're just shooting a game. The layout that I find the most enjoyable to shoot would probably be King Kong.
Yes.
The way that game shoots is incredible. And so I have no doubt that Keith Elwyn, Rick Nagel, they will flesh out the code of King Kong. I bet if we do this a year from now, King Kong will end up in the S tier category.
Yeah.
I think it can get there. Where it is right now, you know my playing ability. Where it is right now, I saw everything that was in the game. I got to face the T-Rex. So there's way more they're going to put into the game. And with that, they're going to add more balancing and cinematography and everything. I mean, it's just where it is right now. I think Kong is incredible. It's incredible. I think it's an A where it is right now. And it absolutely has the potential it's only going to go up. It's only going to go up.
Okay.
All right. Let's just keep rolling with Owen. Avengers. You don't have a ton of time on Avengers.
Avengers is C. Done. Because I want to move on past some of this stuff. Avengers, I don't have a lot of love for Avengers. I know people do. There's a lot of modes. Like, you can really stack the points and things like that. Avengers is kind of in that murky thing, similar to Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like, I like playing it, but I don't really fully understand what the heck is going on at any given time. And I feel like you need to like read a manual, and then like, I get it. The code's deep, all that stuff. It shoots well. Great. To me, Avengers is in that like C, like Yeah,
It's fine.
If it's at a machine, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I would put it. I would put it in B personally. It does a whole lot right, but the code, the theme integration, it's kind of a lifeless pin, in my opinion.
It is a boring pin to look at.
But man, it shoots well, and once you understand the code, it really is very fun. But I put it. I would personally take Jurassic Park over Avengers all day long.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
No, Jurassic Park's better than Avengers.
So, where do you think Jurassic Park goes?
That's B for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay.
I think Jurassic Park for me, I've probably said it before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just lack of skill. I get it.
Preston, Preston is a world class, he was a top 4 world tournament player this weekend. Top 6.
Preston.
Yes, I understand. The highly skilled people, well, a lot of people enjoy
top
Jurassic
30
Park.
in Buffalo Chicken Dip Legacy.
I don't how many people played?
110.
You were top 30?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, almost got a force so well. Sorry, Preston, don't mean to be. I'm just having fun. Jurassic Park to me, it's one of those of like, if I understood Jurassic Park, if it was in my basement, if I was playing it all the time, it probably would go up higher for me. But we're talking about the pinballs that I really like. Great. Jurassic Park to me is just kind of like, it's a good game.
I'm not putting it in an S tier, and the reason being is I do think there's some very hard shots. I don't know. I try to bring in that novice factor. Do you even know what you're doing, where you're going?
That's one thing. Tough game for novices.
That's one thing Elwin's gotten better and better at, because Godzilla, a novice can just hit shots and they feel like they're doing stuff because the way that the code is and integrated and whatnot. And then Jaws, the fact that, you can stumble in a mode. I feel guilty only putting it in S tier. I understand. I know there are plenty of people out there that think Jurassic Park is Elwin's best game. But in my opinion,
not me.
This is currently. I would personally take King Kong where it is today.
Hey, next time I see
have that
Elwin,
in my collection over.
I'll
Jurassic
shake
Park.
his hand and be like,
"That's just me."
I think Jurassic Park's an A game.
It's a bad location game. It doesn't hold up. Interesting. Okay, Preston. Yeah.
Probably gets.
But there's some
up.
great connect. I know. And what's sad is when we streamed Jurassic Park, it was like a week or two later. Co-op came out. And I think if we had an opportunity,
I think co-op
was added to Jaws today.
Oh
yeah.
I know.
Jaws. Okay, let's just keep going with Elwin. Iron Maiden. Where are you putting Iron Maiden, Jared?
Me personally?
Yeah.
It's like a C. It is fine.
Oof.
Iron Maiden's fine.
Oof.
I have no love for the old games. When we talk about Lord of the Rings, I'm going to hurt some of your guys' feelings. I'm sorry.
I really had a lot of fun with Iron Maiden. It's a theme that I don't care for at all. But I really started to enjoy the code. I actually really started to enjoy the code. And to get to Cyborg Multi-Ball was a blast. I would at least put it at a B, but honestly, it might be A tier in my opinion. Run to the Hills. Yeah. I would, once again, I personally like Iron Maiden more than Jurassic Park.
Sure.
But what at the end of this, we're going to figure out what Jared's top 5 are. But I don't know.
You already know one.
You know what? I'm going to leave it here because the reality is I don't think I'd ever own it, but boy, do I enjoy shooting it, and I enjoy it a lot. Okay. Let's go with Hot Wheels just because it's right here.
You put it somewhere. I have no opinion on
Hot Wheels this is what's going to be tough is where do we define the C and D? How hard are we going to be on the D? Hot Wheels is fine. Hot Wheels is fine. It's fine. Do I want to own it? No. There's some stuff in it that I like, but shooting it is just kind of meh. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's just fine. But honestly, it's flirting with the D category. So we're going to leave it there for now.
Guys, I think we're running into pinball. We are right now in a renaissance of pinball.
We're in a good spot.
Hot Wheels probably 8 years ago when it came out was like, woo! And then look at all the stuff that they're making now. It's becoming harder and harder to do this because you don't have that one standout. You have a standout, and then you have 3 other games in the same year. They're pretty dang good too. So, and they're maybe better. So That's what's hard about all this stuff. All right, keep going. That's enough about
All right, let's knock out all the DMD games. Let's knock out all the DMD games, starting with Cactus Canyon. Be honest, it's right behind us.
It's fine.
See?
Yeah, I'm kind of good compared to this other stuff. I'm sorry.
What?
Joel, okay, let me let me let you in on something.
That's fine. It's fine.
The way Joel talks about Cactus Canyon, because part of Cactus Canyon is my kid loves Cactus Canyon. Everybody walks out and they can play the game and da. I'm like, but you're like, come on. It's really good for what it is of the time period, but it's sitting right now. It's sitting next to a Godzilla.
I know.
A Dune.
I know.
And even a TNA. All right. I'm like, part of this is your own thing. Fine.
I'm telling you, we had some people over the other night that were into pinball, and then there were our neighbors that weren't into pinball. And so, what game do they gravitate towards? Cactus Canyon. Like, it's just something about the simplicity of it that I personally just think it's worth having a Bally Williams type game in your collection. I know it pissed them off because this is taking the spot of something that could be more.
We have this conversation every week.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine. That's great.
I will tell you, this is the honesty side of it. I have Medieval Madness on order.
Yeah.
And the truth is, after we stream Medieval Madness, I will be probably having to decide between Medieval Madness and Cactus Canyon.
Don't ask me, Salbo.
If I had the decision right now,
Deadpool. If
I could buy Monster Bash for this price, I would own Monster Bash. Monster Bash is the Bally Williams type game that I would want to own. I just can't justify having Monster Bash at, like, I think Monster Bash is higher than Cactus Canyon. Monster Bash may even be a great game. I freaking love Monster Bash. And I beat it. I beat the whole game multiple times. But it does so many things right. Where would you put Monster Bash?
It's below Cactus Canyon.
Whoa. All right, let's
I almost beat it.
True.
Monster
Bash lasted for a year at my house. I still have Cactus Canyon, but I get it. I know, Adam, I get it. Medieval Madness. I'm honestly excited to have Medieval Madness in the house and just experience it, because there's a reason it's been voted in the top 5 forever. But I know, and this is what Jared's sort of sucker hearing, but I love having a Bally Williams type game in the house. I enjoy that.
Joel,
all right,
it's your collection.
I know.
As much as I try to influence you.
I know. If it was up to Jared, I would own Dune and Labyrinth right now. That would be that if it was up to Jared.
That's it.
Okay, let's do another DMD. Spider-Man. Where are we putting Spider-Man?
I mean, Spider-Man's better than Cactus Canyon and Monster Bash.
Good or great?
And Iron Maiden. I do not think it's a great game, but I think it's better than those other games. Spider-Man is actually one of, if I see a Spider-Man in the wild, I'll play Spider-Man. I love I love the shot up the middle. I love the modes. It just feels good. And I think part of this too is right of like.
Oh, it is Spider-Man Vault. Yes, that.
Yeah. So when I've come into the hobby, right, I'm coming into now of the Godzillas and all this new shiny stuff. The Spider-Mans are like the retros to me. Sure. And that's like the fun retro for me. It's like, man, I'm just going to have a good time playing Spider-Man. It's kind of like Batman 66. Like, it's just going to have a good time.
I like Spider-Man. And I think, once again, having something like that, the way that Spider-Man's laid out, you've got, I'm trying to think of, I don't know, you don't have that bash toy. Like, that's the thing about Cactus Canyon or any novice, the freaking bash toy. You have a bash toy and you can just point them at it and it reacts. Spider-Man, I know it has the Sandman in the middle of Doc Ock, but it's a fun game and we played the heck out of it when we had it. It was really fun. But it's not, of a DMD, we're going to get through all the DMDs. It's not one of the games I'd want to own. It's good code.
Keep going.
All right, other DMDs in the list. Lord of the Rings.
What games are better than Lord of the Rings? I don't know. Look at the list.
Well, if you want to just
Spider-Man, Monster Bash, Cactus Canyon. Lord of the Rings is better than Hot Wheels.
Really? you're flirting with putting Lord of the Rings in the C category.
You asked me, Joel.
I know. It's fine.
I think everybody's Lord of the Rings.
Everybody's allowed their opinion. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings has 3 movies that it's doing, right? Okay,
yeah.
We got 3 movies.
Yeah.
I could barely get into one of them. I don't. And then also, it's got that goofy Trail of the Dead on the top, which is necessary, and it's a dice roll to get into the 3rd movie. I think it's the 3rd movie. Either way,
it's the 3rd multi-ball. Yeah,
I get it. The oh, I knew Zach would like this.
No,
I do not have the nostalgia for it. I don't. I have no nostalgia for this. So that's my opinion. Now Joel will talk.
I really enjoyed Lord of the Rings when it was here. I really enjoyed Lord of the Rings when it was here. But the way that game is laid out, I mean, it's just, you just focus on the 3. Like, my entire goal was just to destroy the ring. And to destroy the ring, you got to play 3 multi-balls. And it's very clear what you need to do to get to that. And then you can destroy the ring. And destroying the ring is awesome. But once I destroyed the ring, then it's like, okay, what's my next goal? And my next goal is either there and back again, which is all of the modes, or you get all the way to Valinor. And I'm like, Valinor just seems out of my realm of possibility. So there and back again is possible, but then you're just grinding modes. So it's just, I felt like even though the moment destroying the ring is an awesome moment, I felt like I've experienced it. And I just don't think, I understand for the time the code was incredibly deep, but it's just, when I compare Lord of the Rings, when we didn't play it when it came out, we've played it now. I compare Lord of the Rings today to other modern games, like, I'm sorry, Evil Dead is substantially better in so many ways than Lord of the Rings. So, is it good? Yes. But
I think if they
do I want to own it? I don't.
I think if they remastered it, it's an interest. To me, it's on the list of like,
yeah,
remaster the thing if they could. You know, I think licensing may be very difficult with that game, but to me, that's a game of like,
okay,
remaster the thing.
So you remaster it, but then that doesn't change any of the code that we just talked about. You put Ray Day on that?
No,
like
but
Metallica?
you do a Metallica thing.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to remaster games without touching code going forward.
Simpsons.
It's fine. It's a fine game. It's fine.
You would put it in fine?
Joel, I know you have a lot of nostalgia for this game. It's fine. It's got the main shot up the middle, the garage door.
The garage is a great time.
Hitting it up on the couch. Love doing that. What are the modes in it?
It's awesome. The modes are awesome. And then Alien Invasion, I think Lord of the Rings shoots way better than Simpsons.
Yeah,
way
so
better
Lord
than
of the Rings
Simpsons.
should be in front of Simpsons.
But it's not just how it shoots. I think the overall, what game do I enjoy playing more? I don't know. If we play the game of we're walking up to this in an arcade, which game am I going to play? I would play Lord of the Rings. I would play Lord of the Rings over Simpsons. I would.
I'm making my decisions if I got
I would probably play Spider-Man over Simpsons.
What am I playing? I'm playing a lot of games before I'm playing The Simpsons.
I like how Jared is genuinely offended by the code of these games. I totally agree. Okay. I see this with people like honesty, Jared. People like, hey, remember, we're shills, right? We're shills, right? Okay.
Shill hard.
All these games are perfect and awesome, and you can buy all of them from Zach and Flip It.
But here's, yet again, I'm going to have to say this multiple times.
Yep.
You take all of these games, you own them in your house. You're having a great time. You're having a blast. And everything's a little bit different.
Everybody's loud.
And the thing, like, this is the beauty of pinball, is there's so many dang games.
Shill better. Yeah. Comparing games from different eras is really hard and almost impossible. Like different teams of sports. I understand. It is, that is why I like.
That's why this is fun.
If you look at if you look at my variety, that's why I like having a Modern Stern, Godzilla. I like having a Bally Williams, and then I have TNA on the end. Like, I like the variety. So I totally understand. But that's why I said, let's knock out the DMDs.
Are we done with DMDs other than Pulp Fiction? Pulp Fiction's a good game.
That's not a DMD.
It feels like
yes,
a DMD.
we are done. No, Funhouse.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
I didn't.
I did not like Funhouse at all. I have no nostalgia for it. I have none. I have no nostalgia for that game at all. So
welcome to my life with pinball.
I'm just playing it for the first time, and the remake with the new code, I didn't have fun with. I'm sorry. Maybe it honestly deserves a C, but just overall, that was a game that when we were done streaming it, we were like,
Yep.
check, done. I'll tell you right now, if that was in an arcade, I would not, even on free play. I just don't. I would not play it. I would not.
Let's keep on rolling.
No way Hot Wheels is better than Funhouse. Tell you what, I'm telling you, you put those two games in an
You
arcade,
can play Hot Wheels.
or you got to play Hot Wheels or Funhouse. We would be playing Hot Wheels. We would absolutely be playing Hot Wheels. Okay, let's do Pulp Fiction.
I think Pulp Fiction.
I know where I'm going to put it.
I love Pulp Fiction. I love the theme. This isn't a game that I think about a ton.
You're both high. I know. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, leave us a comment. Tell us where we're wrong. That's the best part about it. That's the best part. Played the game, got the keychain. No, Funhouse didn't have keychains.
Yeah, Joel didn't even get.
There was no. I don't even. It's not even on the Funhouse. Didn't have keychains. No, if you're watching this afterwards, please. This is what's fun, right? We all have our opinions, and that's what's great. That's what's cool about pinball. You can buy a game. What game doesn't speak to you may speak to somebody else, and that's awesome.
Pulp Fiction. Okay, love the movie. Love the call outs on the game. Love how it plays. I like playing it because it's like a retro new.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots well. I will always play one. They're a lot of fun. Compared to a lot of this other stuff, it's probably a high C, low B game. But...
Dude, I'm putting that in A tier right now.
You're putting that in A tier?
I'm putting that in A tier.
Okay, I was holding back a little bit. I thought you were about ready to be like...
So much fun with Pulp Fiction.
Okay, no, Pulp Fiction's great.
Okay, he was holding back on it. I had so much fun with Pulp Fiction. That game, I'm telling you, maybe if you're only playing it on location and you can't hear the audio, but once the David Thiel, man, the audio package is so good, and truthfully, getting the different modes. Go watch our stream.
It's so much fun.
The stream we had with Josh Sharp, and he was explaining and stuff. Honestly, we had a blast. I don't like those old style games. Boring. I'm telling you, Brandon, they have moments in that game that are up there with modern pinball.
They figured it out.
They are so, like, it is so good.
It doesn't shoot like an old game. It doesn't, like, no. Yes, the layout, you look at it, it looks old.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun to play. And it's kind of like, well, there's another one on here, Beatles.
Okay.
Beatles is super fun too. I love playing Beatles. Those single that
where you playing Beatles, Heard?
I think Beatles is a little lower than Pulp Fiction, but is it better than Funhouse? Yeah, I mean it's probably high B. No, I'm saying better than high. Like for me, Beatles is like a high B. Beatles, I think, is like they did a really cool thing. Now, I don't think it's as fleshed out as Pulp Fiction. I think Beatles is kind of limited, but man, Beatles is just you walk up. You're playing the game. You're getting those loops going. I love the modes because it's just like, all right, we're hitting outer loop. Great. Okay, you're shooting down all the signs. Hey, put it underneath this flipper up here. Like, I can just go up. I can play the game, and I'm having a good time. Pulp Fiction, I think, does a little bit better. I think there's a little more going on with Pulp Fiction. But it doesn't make Beatles a bad game. But Beatles is definitely on my, like, I see a Beatles. I'm having a good time. I'm loving some Beatles.
Okay, they're making me think here, right? Pinball Studio. Pulp Fiction is top tier, right? If top tier is perfect or close to it, what does Pulp Fiction need to change? What is keeping Pulp Fiction from an S tier game?
For me?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's in my opinion, I think Pulp Fiction is one of the coolest things that's come out in the last 3-4 years. Now, I'm not going to go into the deep, like, Joel thoughts on it.
It's too hard. It's
hard.
Everything. Brandon is so bored of it. A friendliness and an LC. I will tell you what keeps me out of it, and this is, if my wife walked up to Pulp Fiction, she would have no idea. No idea what she's doing. And that's fine. I think there is a challenge to that.
Okay.
It is a harder game, and yes, there is... Because of the lack of LCD and callouts, communicating to people what to do is a challenge there.
I don't think it's think it's an S tier. Okay, I'm kind of because I think the S tiers when it's perfect, it's like everybody you kind of are hitting all the buttons, but it is very hard to play. it's going to eat you up. We have the benefit where we get to sit and play for 2 straight hours. If I walked up to it and put in like $2 and got 3 plays, yeah, it's going to like eat you alive a little bit. So does that make it an S tier? Probably not. But is it very good for what it's doing?
All right. This is what I forgot we're doing this. Go to tiermaker.com. Go to tiermaker.com and you're going to search flip space in space out. Search that and scroll down to this Flipping Out Pinball Streaming Rankings 2025. We will share this in the description of the YouTube. But if you do that, tierlist.com, search flip space in space out, and then look for Flipping Out Pinball Streaming Rankings 2025. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. So if you do that, what we're going to do is fill it all out, take a screenshot, or I think there's a way to export a JPEG or something, and Zach's going to have on the Facebook page, he's going to have a post about it. And if you share your rankings, just share it there, you'll be entered into a drawing for a giveaway. Yep. Don't know what the giveaway is yet, but we did this last time. We're going to do it again. Yep. So if you want to participate, go check it out. There we go. Okay.
Pulp Fiction is good.
Pulp Fiction is so good. Beatles is really, really good. I think Beatles is a B. The only reason I think Beatles is a B is because there's only 5 modes, and it can get very repetitive. Brandon Greaves, I'll support your pulp habit. Thank you. Even though it's super bad, it was super boring. I get it. I just honestly, I like, this will bring up the next game, TNA. We get this a lot. TNA, single level playfield. When we were gushing about Pulp Fiction, when we were gushing about Beatles, people asked, which is better, TNA or Pulp Fiction? Which is better, TNA than Beatles? Single level playfield, where would you put?
TNA is better than Beatles. It's not better than Pulp Fiction.
I agree. I know Brandon's probably like, oh, I got it. I telling you, there's a reason I own TNA. There's, multiple reasons. One, Scott Denisi. I love that man. It's amazing what he's done. But TNA, the co-op mode, the accessibility of that game, I have a blast with TNA. Lord of the Rings is only B tier. I know. Tell us. TNA is one step above Pulp Fiction. The reason I can't own, I don't know, Pulp Fiction, I just, with small children, I don't know, but maybe one day we would own Pulp Fiction.
You got to get that.
But when my kid can read GIMP and, hey, Dad, what's a GIMP?
The unedited mode on it is one of the greatest things ever.
TNA is a hard C for me. I get it, but I'm telling you, if you can play TNA in a home environment and you turn up the sound,
crank up that sound,
the simplicity. Watch any of our streams of TNA. Every single time we stream TNA, it reminds me how much we like that game. It reminds me how much. Fun. But that's us. Maybe we're special. But that's us. All right. No, that's not all the single level play fields. Bond 60th. Jared. Where are you putting Bond 60th?
I think it's fine. Right about there.
C.
I'm going to leave now for a second. I don't know what to think about this game.
I would put it here. I would put it here. I put it right at the end of the B.
It's a thing, and it had modes, and it goes blink bloop, and it's cost $1 billion.
Bond 60th to me it's a hard game.
It's very hard.
The theme immersion's fine. I just don't care for Bond.
Nope.
But I think I would be curious. Preston, you're a tournament player. If anybody else in the chat plays tournament, the challenge is it's so expensive. How do people stringer fills? I'll put Bond 60th out on the curve.
No, sell it.
It's good. But it's just we streamed it and we had to invite our buddy Ryan over to play it because we were just getting destroyed. It's a hard game. I don't know. It just didn't suck us in. The layout's amazing. The layout is amazing.
It's great.
To me, if they took the layout of Bond 60th. So Pete reached out to me yesterday about Jaws 50th, and he said, what if this Jaws 50th that comes out tomorrow is like Bond 60th? And I had the thought of what if they took the Bond 60th layout, slap Jaws all over
it. See, it's still there.
Tweak some stuff. It's like if they use that layout for other potential things. I don't know, but
Oh,
for me,
I see. To like get it out there.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. It's good. It's good, but it's my least favorite Ellen. It's my least favorite Ellen, personally. Okay, let's move to let's do Alien. Where's Alien go, Jared?
Okay, so this is where we're gonna start diverging a little bit this year, right? I love Alien. It breaks all the time. It's kind of goofy. It doesn't work well. It is a fine pinball machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's fine. In my heart, Alien's above like so many of these games. Like I love playing Alien. I love the movies. Because I feel like it immerses you in Alien. It is the definition of, I've said this to Joel probably multiple times. Alien to me is your buddy's going to buy an Alien. He's going to have it in his basement. He's going to love it. He's going to take care of it. And you go over to buddy's house, and you guys are hanging out, and you just crank that bad boy up, and you turn out the lights, and you're just having a good time playing Alien. It's not a tournament game. It's not for everybody, but the people that will love it, they'll love it, cherish it, make it perfect, right? That's what Alien's at. It's a fine game. Maybe a little high. Me personally, love it. Love Alien.
Alien does. You made the comment of I want all my friends to own Alien. I would not because I worry about I had some issues with it mechanically. I had some issues with it mechanically. I was able to work through it. I was able to work through them all. But man, the overall theme, immersion, and sound package of that game, incredible. If you watch our stream of that game, enjoyability factor, super high. Brian, yes, theme S tier,
100%.
Gameplay, the shots of the layout.
There's some tough shots.
The freaking the cryo chamber.
Yeah, the cryo chamber.
You have
that
to
upper shot. Yeah,
you have to, from the left flipper, feed a middle playfield upper right flipper, and then hit an almost impossible shot.
Hard.
It is, yes, Alien Pin is so clunky to me. S tier, yes, I agree. It does so much right, but the layout of that and the reliability of the game is what holds it back. Yeah. Absolutely. So if one of my friends wants to own it, or if we went to an arcade and we saw an Alien, we would be pumping quarters into that thing.
Love it.
It is so great. But the sound, that's the other thing. There's no headphone jack on that game. Me capturing the sound out of that was quite challenging. But so many people are missing out. If there was a way to play that game with headphones,
because it's quiet at times.
It's so freaking good. It's so good.
Alien, it's just so Alien.
It's so good. All right, Houdini.
Do we even have to talk about this game? It's a game to me. It's just
D tier.
Yeah, just the shots are so hard on it.
Well, get good.
It's so hard.
Really?
Good, right? It's a C for you?
I enjoyed it. Houdini is probably my favorite American pinball game. There were shots in that I enjoyed. Nah. I will tell you though, honestly, of all the games I've streamed from Zach, the most mechanical issues I had on a game was Houdini. That game almost blew up on me.
Much.
And that was
There's
brand new.
So much stuff on it.
We were vetoing that. I personally...
Thank you, Brax Pro.
I had it in the collection. I was finding shots. There was some enjoyable moments in that game. I think C, if we look at chat, people are freaking out. So... Maybe it deserves.
Right.
Maybe it deserves to be D.
Right.
But
Houdini,
honestly,
why?
If it was in an arcade, I'd walk up. I would walk up and play it. It's fun. I found some. Now the call outs are, wow, walk over here and play the bayonet. Like, no, turn the audio down.
I literally don't like when
there
I
was some
have to
creative
think
modes.
about Houdini.
There were some creative modes.
Whatever.
I found
the
some
shots
fun.
are so hard on that thing.
I found some fun.
There's like that one underneath the milk bucket, and then
that
right
the
next
shot,
to it is another shot, and then right next to it is another shot.
Let's make Jared happy. Labyrinth. Where's it going?
Labyrinth.
All
right.
Labyrinth.
Time to kill my babies, right? Okay, I'm trying to be reasonable-ish tonight, okay? Labyrinth is a B game. Okay? It's B game. It's B game. In my heart, S tier. Multiple S tiers. All the tiers. It's got David flipping Bowie in it. I love Labyrinth, okay? I love playing Labyrinth. It's kind of hard to shoot. Sometimes the modes are hard to find. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm admitting it is not a perfect game. It's not even in A tier. You look at these other games in A tier, it's not that. But is it better than Lord of the Rings? Yes. Is it better than Iron Maiden? Yeah. It's super
That's where you
fun.
put it?
Yeah. No, it's above Cactus Canyon and Monster Bash tier. We need to just keep moving those down. Yeah, there we go.
Labyrinth?
It's a B+ game to me.
Labyrinth
but
is,
I love it. I
It's,
love it.
Ricky, you nailed it. It's not the best shooter. It's not the best shooter. I love everything about that game, except for I don't think it's the best shooter.
No.
Honestly, I would put Labyrinth somewhat comparable to Evil Dead. I just think the mechs, Evil Dead's mechs are better. But it's just, I think Labyrinth, they integrated the theme of Labyrinth incredibly well. Mm-hmm. The modes are funny and fun. We had a blast playing it.
It's a blast to play. It's a fun
pinball
machine.
Just, it's a hard
Kids
shooter.
like to play it.
There's some clunk in it.
it.
I think it's a great, like, I think it's good. I would be flirting with A tier. Maybe. I'm not going to own it.
Billy Bob Braden. They've nailed the
personally,
modes.
This is where I'm putting it. I'm not. I would own a Labyrinth before I'd own.
Guys, this is the eternal.
That's a word.
Battle between Joel and I.
Okay, well, let's do this then. Dune.
Where is Dune right? Okay.
Dune right now is on
Dune right. Okay.
So it's not finished. I understand the code is far from
finished. Can talk about Dune now.
Yes.
Because we're not on stream. We're talking about Dune. So we're going to talk a little bit more about Dune because we've talked about a lot of these games a lot more. Here's my opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's flipping Dune. Okay. That's all you have to say. Right? For me, Dune is one of the most important books of all time.
Nerd.
The movies, those two movies are some of the best movies. I mean, chills, goosebumps when the movies came out. I'm sitting in the theater and I go, they did it, because they don't make movies for the nerd like me all that often. So when you get one, you get one. And then the fact they made $500 million. And then they made Dune 2. Hey, look at all this more sand. And now they're going to do Dune Messiah. This is like, I thought the Marvel thing, right? When like the Marvel movies started coming out and they're rolling, and I was like, this is awesome. Outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, that trilogy is perfect.
You guys know how to read? Yes. Jared reads.
I read a lot.
Play Dune at Southern Fried Gaming. The game is pretty damn cool.
Okay. So let's start out there. I walk downstairs. What I say? I see the glass stopper. I want that glass topper.
The back glass.
Barrels of Fun. Sell me the back glass.
Move that way. Wow. That back glass right there.
Yes. Sell this to me now.
Okay.
I will pay you money. The side arts, I will pay for those. I will pay for everything except for the pinball machine. I'll probably spend $5,000 on the art alone. Okay. So it shoots so much better than Labyrinth. Okay. It's so much easier. Now that we found out, Joel had it set up wrong for our stream.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes.
So it was harder and I was still having a blast. Then we come over. Joel invites me over to say, hey, Joel. Hey, Jared, do you want to watch Dune? And I said, tricked you. We're going to watch Dune 2 because bigger explosions, more worms. And so we watched Dune 2 and it was great. We had a great bonding moment. He's like, oh, by the way, come play Dune when it's at the proper height.
So what Jared is saying is typically when I get a game from Zach's already set it up. He's already set it up. And I just leave it where he had it set up. And Zach told me, he's like, hey, I had to turn the flipper power up. Hey, I actually tweaked the flippers a little bit. These shots are a little hard to hit, but you can do this and this and this. I played the game how it was. Played it how it was. What I didn't check was my little angle finder. I pulled this out because I wanted to check side to side. I wanted to check side to side because I was having problems after the stream. I was having problems cradle up on the left flipper. In the process of doing that, I measured the front to back angle. And 6.5, right? We all shoot for 6.5. It was at 7.8. 7.8.
Zach.
And what happened, I reached out to David and David ANS, and they redesigned the cabinet after Labyrinth, where now Dune is designed to have the leg levelers all the way down. If you have the leg levelers all the way down, it is at 6.5. So what did I do? I moved the leg levelers. I didn't put them all the way down, but I moved them way down. I reset all the flipper power. I reset the angle of the flipper.
And what happened?
And it shoots so well.
Buttery
It shoots
smooth.
so much better.
Buttery
I can
smooth.
actually drop catch. I could actually like cradle the ball.
We can cradle.
I will tell you, I'm excited to play Dune next week because it shoots so much better. So huge apology to David and the team at Labyrinth, because the showing that we had showed it brutal.
But I think they're going to be okay because they saw me losing my mind for 2 straight hours.
Where will I put Dune? Look at Cradle Michael. Right now, I have to treat Dune the same way that I treat King Kong. I honestly think Dune right now probably goes right here.
Yes.
I think it's better than Labyrinth.
It's better than Cactus Canyon. It's better than Monster Bash. It's better than TNA.
My wife is having a blast with Dune. I think Dune, when the code is finished, could put itself up here in the great category. I do. I don't. S tier is tough.
No,
it's still a tough shooter, but it is good. It is good. I think it will end up being
be an A game.
Great. Zach is right. I think it will end up being great. So let's chill. If you want to buy one, reach out to Zach and Nicole, flip it out. But honestly, we are huge Dune fans, and the fact that we appreciate
you like.
I love the movies. You love the everything Dune.
We had you asked some questions.
The theme integration's fantastic. This is a game that I'm really Scoon.
I think
Jaws number 1. Come on, you guys really just want sales? No, we're not. This is why everything we do here is for shills, right? Jaws is so freaking good.
What's better than Jaws?
Jaws is so freaking good.
I mean, for me personally, like Dune's better and Evil Dead's better. I think Evil Dead's S tier.
I think it's the more I'm looking at this, Evil Dead. The shots and layout are the only thing that's not perfect.
I think Dune.
It's so good.
I think Dune is going to be an A tier game.
I think Dune will end up being an A tier.
Here's the funny part. So I know everyone it was losing their mind. They're like, "Oh, there are no voiceovers in the code," which I had you email Barrels of Fun and say, "Hey, however it's set up right now, this is all I want. Yep. I just want to listen to yeah."
Not
and I'm
Lion
just flipping
King.
Shaws. That did get Lion King.
That was Lion King.
You did get a little Lion King. That's all I want. And shooting shots.
I know, Brandon. We're flirting with. This has the possibility. It's right. It's so good. But if S tier is perfect, it's right.
Really dang close. And I think Dune. No, it's not. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
We lost 100 people.
Nailed it.
I think Dune is going to be right next to Evil Dead. I think our end of the year review, it's going to be Jared sitting in a corner going, Dune, Evil Dead, Dune, Evil Dead, Dune, Evil Dead, Dune. It's going to be a hard choice.
I know. Okay, let's do all the Jersey Jack. I know. GNR.
See, fine. Yeah, light package is cool. Rock and roll.
Okay, here's the deal. We're just going to throw these out quick. We're going to throw these out quick, and then we may shift around.
No, it's just
Godfather.
It's yep. Yep. It's a game. Yep.
Elton John.
Low B, A. Yeah, I'm fine with. Yep, sure.
Harry Potter.
High B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel about that with Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Do we have to talk about
Harry Potter? Elton John better than Harry Potter? We will. We're gonna do this. Elton John. If you had to, if I was to own one, would you be more 100%. Excited for me to own Elton John or Harry Potter?
Elton John's fun.
Okay.
Elton John is the best Jersey Jack game I've played so far.
Harry Potter's really freaking good though.
But Harry Potter's really freaking good.
Harry Potter's really
I don't have a problem with that. My thing with Harry Potter is I didn't realize I just have no connection to Harry Potter.
Well, Luna, Harry's an F? No, Harry is not an F. Harry Potter is really good. It's really good.
I said it a million times on stream. Harry Potter's not for me. Just like Dune is not for everyone else. Harry Potter is an A game. There's good stuff going on there.
Well,
I think Elton John's a little bit better.
Let's get all the Jersey Jack out here. But yes, Elton John is a finished game right now. Fantastic. Yep. Harry Potter, if they can tweak some of this stuff, well, we need to get into it. Where am I putting Avatar, Jared?
It's better than. It's better than Guns N' Roses. Avatar. I had fun with Avatar.
Zach, Godfather as a D is ridiculous. Okay.
No, we were going to do all the Jersey Jacks before we started.
Toy Story.
Toy Story's a low B for me.
I agree. I like Toy Story, man.
I like Toy Story too.
All right, so let's break
time.
these down. Let's start with Mr. Ridicky down here. Why is Godfather our least favorite Jersey Jack pinball machine? Mark Seiden, Eric Minier did Godfather. One, I've seen Godfather once, the movie once. It was a good movie.
I've seen it multiple times.
Do I think Godfather should have been a pinball machine? I don't.
No,
I don't. And we had Eric Minier on the stream, and he was explaining directly into our ears how to play the game. He was explaining us how to play the game.
It is the most complicated pinball machine I've ever played.
None of it clicked.
Okay, first you got you got to pick your house. Then you pick your house.
None of it clicked.
And then you're going to get in street fights randomly. But
too much great work in Godfather to be lower than a C. That's probably true. I'm just really maybe yes. Okay. Is Godfather at the same level of Houdini? No. But it's our least favorite GJP for sure.
I may not like now those.
If Avatar and if you walked into an arcade, Godfather is out front next to Bond's 60th. Really?
On the curb.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, if GNR, Avatar, and Godfather are sitting right next to each other in your arcade, and you're going to walk up to play one, which one of those games are you going to play?
I'm seeing if there's anything else.
You want to play any of them?
No.
I would happily play GNR, and the reason I would do that is because I understand the code to collect my 7 band members, and I can get into a song mode.
Mardi Gras. More does not equal better. 1,000% agree. There's too much in all of these.
Avatar, honestly, I had fun with Avatar. I did. Is it the best shooting game? No. Is the code incredibly complex? Yes. But I learned it. Did a whole tutorial over it. I had fun with that game. I had fun with Avatar.
Why is the music quiet until you get into a mode?
What are you, GNR?
Yeah, it's just.
Well, that's the.
I know, but I'm saying Elton John doesn't start out quiet. Elton John's rocking your pants off the second you put that quarter in.
True.
We're having a great time.
I don't know. I mean, yes. Should these possibly be in the B tier? Maybe. We're just going to leave it where they are for now. Is Toy Story better than all 3 of those games?
I think so. I like Toy Story. I'll play Toy Story. Yeah. I'll walk up and play Toy Story. I know
you got a friend.
I know the music's lame
for 2 hours every time.
But Toy Story is super fun.
And Adam Streeter, this is brutal. What part of it, Adam? Where are we wrong here?
The Toy Story jump. That's a
Duke-a-boom.
Duke-a-boom jump is one of the coolest things. I can get into modes. I have a good time. Do I want to own a Toy Story? No. But if I see one, dude, I'm gonna always put money in a Toy Story.
Honestly, there have been moments where I've thought about buying a Toy Story, not for here, but for Mom and Dad's house. You know, Zach has had some amazing ones in on trade. The price is right. I enjoy playing Toy Story. I will happily walk up and play Toy Story. My biggest complaint with Toy Story is the freaking Bo Peep loops. It is a gatekeeper, a roadblock from getting to that mini wizard mode. But honestly, there's a lot about Toy Story I like.
There's an upper limit that's hard to get past in Toy Story.
Toy Story is good. It suffers from not living up to the gravity of themes. Toy Story, yes, I understand. The Duke-a-boom ramp is sick.
So good.
I would take it over this.
Yeah.
I would take it over
Just keep moving it up a little bit. There you go.
Honest.
Yeah, it's better than Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's move it up. Elton John versus Harry Potter. Let's be honest about Harry Potter. There are people here in chat probably waiting on their Harry Potter. Hopefully you buy your Harry Potter for flipping out. Because we're shilling.
Buy your Harry Potters.
Harry Potter. My wife, she played Harry Potter by herself for like an hour and a half and loved it. Mm-hmm. Is it perfect? No. Is the code finished? No. When I filmed the tutorial, there were a few things that I found where the code is not finished. It is not finished. Oh yeah, we're rigged. Yes. But I genuinely love how Harry Potter shoots. I really like the layout of Harry Potter.
Hey, okay, so why are Avatar and Godfather and GNR so low? They don't shoot great.
No, the layout of GNR is not a fun experience to shoot.
Avatar.
Godfather has things, but yeah.
I don't. Can we not? I don't want to talk about Godfather. Harry Potter. I legitimately Godfather is on my list of like I don't ever want to think about that game.
Wow.
I don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's too much.
Harry Potter, I genuinely believe it already. Maybe Harry Potter should be where it is right now. Maybe it's high B, but honestly, I'm putting it in A. I am really enjoy Harry Potter a lot. There is so much about Harry Potter they are doing right. Sure, the whole AI thing, art, maybe I'll be curious to see what the playfields look like in a few months, whether or not they fixed all that. What if Eric Minier and Joe Katz, if they took some of the suggestions that we've thrown out, making some of the moments a little bigger, Harry Potter could possibly end up right there at the top of the A tier. But we had this conversation. Honestly, this year for the Twippies, it is going to be a tough battle between Evil Dead, Harry Potter, and King Kong. It will be that will be the battle for not only Game of the Year, but also every single category. Which would you own
first, Elton or Potter? Elton, 100%.
Right now,
Elton
is really good.
And I think Elton is really good. Elton's gonna survive it too. Because my problem with Harry Potter. Okay. So when they announced, hey, we have everything. We have it all. We have 7 movies. I want it all. We've got that alone, it's like they have like 27 hours or something. No, that's too much. They have over 20 hours of video footage alone that they can put into this game. They try to stuff all of that into that. Now let's compare it to something. Dune, they have a ton of material too.
Dune is also going to be in the Twippies.
But Dune, what did they do? They kind of focused in on parts of that, right? Yeah. Harry Potter's trying to do everything. Oh, we're showing you all the clips. We're showing you all this stuff. It's just a lot going on.
I understand that Harry Potter's not a theme that Jared loves.
Nope.
And I also understand JJP games, typically it's a whole lot thrown at you at once. And it really takes, you got to focus and you really got to learn. You got to study to really understand what lights are corresponding with once. But once all that clicked for me, I honestly, Harry Potter that game was played a lot here at my house. Not only by me, but also my wife was playing it. It's really good. My complaints with Harry Potter, I don't think there's a standout mech, in my opinion. But neither is there one. Well, Elton John has the piano. It's pretty cool. Personally, I would own Harry Potter over Elton John. But as of today, right now, I do think Elton John is a better game.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons will be in the game mix too.
All right, GTF, where I saw it. Yeah. Yep.
Go watch the episode.
Yep.
Just,
it's
one
of the best. It's one of the best streams we've ever had.
Yep, people love it
for all the wrong reasons.
Yep.
Looney Tunes. Where are we putting Looney Tunes?
I think Looney Tunes is a good game. It's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised by Looney Tunes. It's amazing how. You have Looney Tunes. They had so many of the video packages and audio, so that makes it really fun. There's not a lot going on, right? They got a lot of plastic stand-ups. It kind of, there's nothing like crazy shot-wise in the machine or things like that.
It's a pretty crazy layout, but it's not the smoothest layout.
No, but I think to me, it's like Looney Tunes shocked me at how much I loved it, how much fun I had playing it. Enjoyability, super high. But if it's like, oh, here's like 4 or 5 pinball machines and Looney Tunes in the mix, you're probably going to go with some of the other machines. But I don't think you're going to be disappointed with the Looney Tunes. I think you're going to have a great time with it. It's fun.
So
Looney Tunes is surprising is my thing.
We're going to leave it where it is. But at the end of this, we're shooting for a bell curve, right? So we may have to readjust a little bit. But this is the honesty, right? We're shilling. I love Spooky. I love Luke. I love Bug. We had issues with Looney Tunes. We had issues with the game. The game crashed on us multiple times. We had issues with the game. Thankfully, they have solved those problems. They figured out what it was that was causing that. At the end of the day, though, I enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe it deserves to be in the C tier.
Probably.
but I enjoy it. It's a low B, high C for me.
But it being in the C tier does not, to me, take away from the game.
What's crazy to us though is we streamed. At the end of the day, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is better than Looney Tunes. Yeah, it's better, and that was the step up that Spooky made between TCM and Looney Tunes and Evil Dead.
It's insane.
Is massive.
It's insane.
It's massive. GTF, the reason people are like it's better than it was, I will tell you, we had all the issues with GTF. I love everything about the art of GTF, but I don't love how it shoots and the software. There were mechanical issues and software issues. It was, well, with that said, I'd probably play it over Funhouse. That's mean, but I don't know. Okay. Anyways,
move on.
All right. Are we to Stern? We're to Stern.
Already?
That's everything but Stern.
Okay.
All right, Jared. Deadpool.
My personal feelings aside, Deadpool's a good game. It's a B. It's B. I'm taking some personal feelings out. I think there have been a lot of games that have come out since then that are better iterations, but I love me some Deadpool.
Nah, it's a low A, high B.
Yes,
it's not S.
Yes,
it's not S. It is an A minimum. I agree.
I try to see
Deadpool. It is Deadpool
reasonable.
Fantastic. I own Deadpool for years. It is a game that I sold. It is a game I miss.
Got
him. It's just great. It's just great. Good, but gets boring after you beat it. Foo Fighter. So
I love Deadpool.
The reason I sold Deadpool is because streaming it, I don't like playing the game for 2 hours straight. There is some repetitiveness to it. The code, if they ever went back and added in the extra villains that are on the playfield, like if they built that game out more, it would be an S tier game. But yeah, there it is. That's where it goes. Hey.
Oh yeah, we didn't do Rick and Morty. Joel, you talk about Rick and Morty. I don't like Rick and Morty.
It's fine. It's
fine.
I enjoy what I like about Rick and Morty is I like the modes. Ooh, Eric Pripke. Eric Pripke as a code designer, I enjoyed his modes a lot. But Scott Denisi, as much as I love you, that layout is brutally hard. Brutally hard. Brutally hard.
When I think of hard layouts, Rick and Morty's the first one I think of.
So hard. If that thing shot better, yeah.
Now, is it hilarious because it's flipping, video package is the show Rick and Morty? Yeah. But it's just brutal and it's hard to get into stuff.
We're gonna have to rearrange here at the end, but honestly, these two, what would I play? Would I play GNR before I'd play?
No. I'd
put that there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Stern, Led Zeppelin. Let's just work our way through it.
See?
Yeah, it's
a music machine.
The layout is just. I put it there. The code is what's awesome. The code is what's awesome in Led Zeppelin.
Does anyone talk about Led Zeppelin anymore?
No. Because Ray Day surprised everybody, Ray Day and Timmy, by making the code of a really bad layout really good. But Ray Day, he only got better. He's only got better. So, yeah. That's where I'm going to put it. Let's stick with the Ray Day. Ray Day after Led Zeppelin did Rush. Where would you put Rush?
S tier. No. Rush is in the B's, high B's for me.
High B's?
Yeah.
Rush beat me up.
No, but I feel like I've played Rush since the stream, and other machines haven't beat me up as bad on it.
I think Rush is a good game. Sorry, Tom. Tom, you here? Sorry. Rush it is good. I think it's good. I think the code is very good. It beat me up.
Yeah. They made a Rush game.
Then Ray Day did Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Where would you put Foo Fighters?
Foo Fighters is always kind of been a B game for me. I would say it's a higher B game at this. Foo Fighters. Okay, actually, I do want to talk about Foo Fighters a little bit. Foo Fighters kind of, I don't know. I never really clicked with it when we streamed it. I wasn't the thing. Now as time has gone on, the more I see Foo Fighters, I love playing Foo Fighters. It's a really fun game. I'm not a big fan of the music. Like Foo Fighters is like good, but I'm not like a diehard Foo Fighters guy. But the layout after playing other machines and how well it shoots, it shoots really well. The shots are really fun. I don't think it's like this magically interesting game. It has some a little bit of boring to it, just a tad. But I think it's a really fun machine to play, and I it's kind of like crept up in my opinion of it. It was in the I don't ever think about lists for a long time, and then now I'm like, no, if I see a Foo Fighters out there, I'll play it. It's a good solid like it's a fun. You're just gonna play some Foo Fighters. I'm gonna put about 10 minutes on it, 15. Have a great time, not be mad about it, and move on with my life.
Yeah, it's honestly Foo Fighters. I'm struggling with this list because it's I have every time I play Foo Fighters, it reminds me actually how good it is. Like it's really good. It's really good, and the code is fun, and the way they integrated the style of the art and the LCD is really good. So is it a great game? Maybe, maybe,
No,
but I'm looking at my list, and this is where we're getting subjective here. Is Foo Fighters better than Monster Bash?
No.
Probably, but
No.
Not personally. But
it's not better than Deadpool.
It's good. It is very.
But
good.
Here's my thing: you go Deadpool, which is A.
Is it better?
It's
better than Black Knight. Dude, we freaking love Black Knight.
Black Knight sucks.
Really was. So
okay. I understand why people have issues with Black Knight. It is hard as nails. We were given a lot of time on it. Now that I've spent time on it, oh man, I can't get enough of Black Knight.
We ate it up. It screamed to us. Yeah. Okay, Mando.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Mando is fine. Mando's C. I've tried. I want to like Mando so bad.
They do. There, so much of Mando is awesome.
The shots are too tight,
but the layout is just kind of
tight.
Meh.
Yeah,
meh. I love the theme immersion. I think Dwight did a really great job. I think Dwight did a really good job with Mando, with what he gave, with what he had. But I enjoy playing Mando when I step up to it. But I don't. There isn't a single shot on Mando that gets me excited. That like.
It's too tight. It's too tight of a game. It's too up. It's all up here, and yet it's still hard to hit certain shots. And you just can't. I can't ever get a flow on that dang thing. And then I go out, and I get it. People that own it, they probably know all the things, and I want to love the theme. I mean, I love the Mandalorian series. I want to love it. I think it's a poor representation. It bums me out that machine is what the Mandalorian television show ended up on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the mech is too big and you don't use it as much, the tilting head.
Yeah. It's very, the way the playfield's laid out, the Razor Crest is this big, the head is this big. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. They sold a bajillion of them.
It's fine.
Yep.
We'll stick with Brian Eddy then. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things to me is a high B flirting with A. It's flirting.
I'm with you.
It's looking at A and it's like, ooh, hey. The only problem with it is there's a couple mode in Stranger Things that kind of get you stuck. When the answer is like just hold up on the Demogorgon, the demon dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, the demon dogs kind of throw you out, the thing. Like that to me, but then the rest of the game, like when you're rolling with it, you're flowing, it's great. But it's not like it's not getting into that A tier for me.
I'm putting it there.
Yeah.
I think Stranger Things Premium, incredible. It's an incredible machine. So much of it is really well done.
Yeah.
I've thought about owning Stranger Things more than once. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's not a theme that I like the movies, but it's just
television.
I will say this. His son Marcus, what he has said more than once is, will you ever get back Stranger Things? Will you ever get back Monster Bash? These two games are the ones that really he had the most fun.
See, Joel, you care too much about other people's opinions.
I care about others.
You need to be cold and heartless like me. Do not care.
Cold and heartless like James Bond. Where does James Bond go?
I mean, from the
here's the deal: when we streamed James Bond, it would go right here. We streamed it on
I've had the
brand new code.
opportunity to play with newer code.
Yeah,
I do like how it. I once you got the vibe of the shots on it, I do like how it shoots. I know nothing about the modes, what was added as much. I just like I played it a couple times with newer code. I was like, yeah, we're having a good time. It's somewhere middle B for me. But that's also saying like I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to really spend like a good 30
Honestly,
minutes on
Bond. We need to stream it again.
Yeah.
Because when we streamed it, it was rough.
I've said that's one of the machines I'm like, if Zach ever gets one again, I really want to stream a Bond again. Because I feel like I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more better than I do now. And I'm only talking from my limited experience and from us having super early code when we played it. And we had to play like 4 hours of it on really early code. It was rough.
Elvira.
I mean, me personally, Elvira's A tier. That's one of the funnest games we've ever played. It shoots awesome. The mechs are sweet. It gets the vibe. It's very funny to play. You're having a good time. I love Elvira Blood Red.
So you like Elvira more than Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Do you like Elvira more than King Kong?
No.
Do you like it more than Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
I think
I've said my piece.
Elvira's great. Elvira's great. It's accessible. Unfortunately, this falls in the same category as Evil Dead. We can't own it. Lyman code. It shot great. Fun modes. Gappa Angry. I finally got to it. It's really good.
You know my Elvira theory. If they did Mystery Science Theater 3000, if they reskinned Elvira with Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's the same vibe of a show.
Is Elvira better than Deadpool?
No.
Is Deadpool better than Elton John and Harry Potter?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is Deadpool better than Jurassic Park?
In my opinion, yes, but I'd also put Jurassic Park B pretty hard anyway. So
that's probably my personal opinion right there. It'd be in that order.
Yep. All right.
Star Wars.
It is a game. Yeah. One of the coolest moments.
Which do you like better, Mando or Star Wars?
Star Wars. I like Star Wars better than all those games on the bottom, so that it's fine.
Should it be a B then?
No. I personally think Bond 60. If we're gonna flip games, Bond 60th goes down to C. Star Wars goes to low. No, keep it that way. Bond 60th is a little bit better.
I think Mando's. I enjoy Mando more. I don't know. Star Wars. The layout is just. Bleh.
I feel like I could play Star Wars though.
Mando, the modes,
there's games in Mando that it's like 3 straight drains.
Elvira is the most overrated.
Hyperloop is cool. That's the thing. I've never done it.
Oh well, I have, and it is awesome.
It's awesome. When
destroying the Death Star is an amazing.
It's amazing. I've never done it.
Star Wars is at the level of accessibility, theme wise, as Harry Potter, but they made this game that's crazy deep. They made this game that is hard to shoot. They made this game with very few mechs. It's just, how do I get a big, like, my wife is a huge Harry Potter fan, but if she would have been a huge Star Wars fan, she'd step up to that and be like, now what? What do I do? I mean,
hey, here's one of my hot takes. There's a period of time where it was like, choose your character in pinball machines. We need to stop that.
I think honestly, I'd probably take Star Wars over Mando.
Yeah.
But
because that choose your character thing, that's let's do
choose your character, Jared. Turtles.
Turtles is a good game. It's a lower good game. Does not mean I don't love it with all my heart. And we played, but Turtles is probably the pinball machine I have the most playtime on.
Yeah. I will never sell Turtles. I'll never sell Turtles. Turtles is better than a lot of people think. I think it's a good game. It's a good game.
I want you to get the next level up on Turtles, so we get the little
You want the
switcher.
glider? The scary thing about the glider is it has a lot of mechanical issues. Okay. Are there people in chat that have the premium? I've thought about upgrading.
Turtles is 100% theme. This is a shared love of theme. Joel
I
loves
love
Turtles more than me. He has a Turtles tattoo. I mean, We love turtles. So
Premium's
definitely
better, Josh.
there's a turtles, the boards on the wall. We love turtles, but I was playing it at mom and dad's the other night. I'm like, I know this is a B-level game, but I love
Turtles is Tron if you sucked all the fun out of Tron. I understand. It's turd.
Schroeder doesn't exist. Next time you watch a stream, look in the back. It's the boards up on the wall.
I mean, Turtles. This is tough because it is a theme that I love.
Van is very cool.
It's a theme that I love. I just think they did so much Turtles really, really well. But the overall the layout is okay. It's not the flowiest thing. It's not the craziest layout. It is very similar to Tron. I think we'd get
kicked off YouTube if you showed the tattoo.
Show my leg? I don't. How would I get?
I know it's on his leg.
I mean, whatever. Let me just fall and die.
Don't die.
Let me just fall and die for you guys. There it is. Bebop and Rocksteady, right there. That's a lot of white thigh. Yeah. All right. Anyways. So I don't know. I like Turtles a lot, and this is one of those where you're happy to say layout is brutal. It is brutal. I get it, but we have Black Knight at an A-level game. The difficulty factor when it's a theme that we love, we just kept playing. We just kept playing and just had a blast. I love Turtles, and that's fine. If you disagree and think it's a C game, nah, not me personally. We've seen Joel's thighs in sandals. No, jeez. All right, I'm okay with difficult games. Billy Bo Bob Brain, great name. I agree. Difficult games, I'm okay with. Venom is
fine.
I would agree. Venom Pro would be right here. Venom Pro is a lifeless game.
Venom Premium.
Cool
stuff going on.
I enjoy Venom Premium. I'd put it here.
Yeah. The thing with Venom, it's very interesting. When we first were playing Venom, it was like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're leveling up. This is really nuts. This is so much fun. And then it hits this like weird level and you're just grinding this thing and it doesn't work. It's
anti-shells. Yeah, Zach. If you want to buy a Venom, reach out to Zach.
Yeah, Zach@pinball.com.
Venom is good, but honestly, when D&D came out, everything that Venom did well, D&D did better. I might like how Venom shoots better. I like the fast locks. But the mini modes, the way that Dwight coded it, my issue with Venom is it's a wood chop. It's grindy. You do a lot of mini modes over and over again. There was a lot I liked about Venom, though.
Venom was doing some really cool stuff. It's the wood chopping aspect, and you put more time in.
I put a lot into it. Guardians.
Low B for me.
Low B. I would put Guardians right about there.
Guardians, to me, runs into the problem. Similar to Star Wars. It does it better. I don't want to have to make a choice between 8 things at the beginning of a game.
Really?
I hate it. I'm so
tired
Guardians. Of it. I don't because I have to have you in my dumb head being like, all right, Jared, so this mode is you should start here and here and here. I'm over it.
Do you like Guardians more than Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think Guardians, the thing about Guardians, I owned it for like a year. Friends and family love Guardians. It's easy. You just keep shooting Groot. Like, I think the toys and mechs in Guardians are great. The code is good, but it doesn't.
Joel, we talking Guardians?
Guardians.
You're talking to the guy that is obsessed.
You have the Guardians banner.
I have the banner.
Yeah.
I have the banner. I'm making room in my office to hang the banner.
Yeah. I think Guardians is good.
Love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians is good.
As what it is. I just love Guardians.
It might deserve to be higher, but I'm looking at the games that I have higher than it, and I would prefer to play most of them over that. Yeah.
Okay.
John Wick.
I don't feel like I can talk about John Wick well because we haven't played the new code.
John Wick, the way it was a week ago, is fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
We streamed it twice. The layout is good. It's good, yeah. But the code, it never clicked. So the fact that they're redoing the code and making that more cohesive, I think John Wick will become a good game.
I think it's going to jump.
Could it possibly become a great game? I don't know. There isn't, the mechs in it are
no
fine.
Okay, I
think it has the potential to become a good game.
I think John Wick has a lot of ceiling, a long way before the ceiling. I like how it shoots.
Mm-hmm.
I like the layout. I like the pattern. Just there was no code, like the code. So the fact that they're like, hold up, sorry everybody, we're doing the thing. I'm really excited for John Wick.
Yeah.
To see where the code is, because I think the mechanical aspect John Wick is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The code was just nothing burger. But if it's like, yo, here's this code and we rocked it out and we're just shooting people and shooting the ball and having a good fast time, I think it has a really high ceiling.
I really genuinely have no issues with the layout. Like the layout.
Great.
And it's a hard layout. It's a hard, like, it can be brutal. Zach said that, it can be a mean game, but I like it. Josh, Dune has no code. I understand, but the code that is currently in Dune is great. It's very polished. It's great. I think Wick has the potential to get good. I just think Dune is already good.
Okay, this is the benefit of us, right? That we get to play Evil Deads and Dunes and these games that are going to be hard to find, right? Dune, I know, has not looked great from some of the stuff that's been online, and there's a lot of stuff. Put your hands on the machine if you can, and play it, and you'll see there's a lot of good stuff going on in Dune. I know the code's like low too. It didn't bother me for 1 second. You got like, oh well, Jared's just a Dune shell. Yeah, I am. Deal with it. I love Dune.
X-Men.
Are we going to put it on the list because we haven't played the new code?
We put Wick on the list.
But man, we want that. So it's fine right now. X-Men's fine.
The Fair.
No, don't put a D. It was
no. It's not a D. It's nowhere near a D.
It's never a D.
If we come back to the enjoyability factor,
S tier. S double plus
enjoyability tier. Honestly, the LE that we had from Zach, shot great.
The danger room is so cool.
It shot great.
The danger room.
I had no issues with the I really enjoyed the layout of X-Men, and I found myself coming down just to play a game or two, just to enjoy the shots.
Yep.
So as of right now, I would put it here. It's fine, maybe even good.
No,
but
it's fine.
I really hope X-Men is right there with Turtles when it comes to a theme that I care about. I really hope the code could bring X-Men into the high good, low great category. I really hope, because it's none of them plunge. I understand. Trust me. I want X-Men so much to be amazing, so much. It's A, not S tier. Rob, I get it. I mean, that's why, to me, honestly, I think the layout alone, when it shoots well, which is what we experienced, puts it in the good game category. I love the way that it shoots. I just think we need that code to bring it. They talked about putting in mini wizard modes, or they're going to start counting sentinel heads. They're going to start tracking combos. Where do they track combos? Right here in Deadpool with Mech Suit Multi-Ball. Mm-hmm. If you bring in stuff like that, flesh out the modes more, make the modes a little more fun. It has so much potential. So much potential.
We're hoping.
D&D.
D&D is middle B for me right now. Really?
You said middle B?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's better than Toy Story. It's better than Rush, better than Guardians. I mean, I think it's better than Iron Maiden.
No, I can't give you that. I can't give you that.
I think Dungeons and Dragons was a really fun game to play. I really enjoyed it. I like playing Dungeons and Dragons. I got to see, it was cool. I was at a Magic the Gathering event, and they have D&Ds there. So to see Magic players try to understand a pinball machine, pretty hilarious. I think it's cool. The dragon, once everyone stopped freaking out that it was going to catch on fire, I think the dragon multi-ball is really cool. I think there's a lot of fun stuff. My problem is Dungeons and Dragons kind of has a similar issue that Venom does. Is there just kind of seems to be this like the leveling. I see what he's doing with the leveling system, but I haven't found really enjoying it because you hit a certain level and then it's just like, okay, I'm stuck in this. I got to get over this town. I got to do all this stuff. There's just a lot going on. So yeah. But if you own a D&D, it's like you're going to have a great time.
I really had a lot of fun. Really had a lot of fun with D&D when it was here. And it was because the leveling system, I could just pick up and I could just keep chipping away at the game. I think the modes in the game are a ton of fun to play. And the way you chip away at them, like the wizard modes, I mean, that's a game I want to play more because it's still not finished. The layout is good. I do think it was Brian Eddy's best layout. Like it's the most enjoyable layout of his to shoot. So, theoretically, should that be closer to Stranger Things then? But the game's not done. The game's not done. And I think it's only going to go up, though. I think if you have a D&D, you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Metallica. Specifically,
the remaster.
The remaster.
I guess, okay. So we're going to have to figure this out. I think there's probably at least one more game in S tier, maybe two. I don't know if Metallica Remastered, I would personally put it S tier.
Minimum A tier.
It's minimum A.
Minimum A. The only thing with Metallica that people really harp on, there's no real there's modes kind of, but not really, is it's a lot of chopping wood or I'll be honest, I would own Metallica before I'd own Black Knight. This is where when I tell people what are the games that I personally am ready to buy, I already own Godzilla. I would own Jaws. I would absolutely own Jaws. And I would absolutely own Metallica. Absolutely. If you're going to put Evil Dead in S tier, the issues that I have with the Evil Dead are parts of the layout.
I'm just touching things.
Metallica, I would put, I think Metallica has...
I'm just touching stuff. Don't worry about it.
I know that this is where we're flirting with some of this stuff. Let's be honest. Deadpool's better than King Kong right now.
Yep.
Oh, Pulpfish is so good. Okay, we can deal with. There's a lot we can do here. I think Metallica's incredible. I think it's. But this is where we're getting personal right now, like our personal taste. I think Evil Dead. I don't think Evil Dead's S tier. I don't think it's S tier.
Well, okay. To make it balanced though.
Oh, if you want your bill,
I think there needs to be 3 in S tier. I have trouble putting Metallica in S tier.
I would put Metallica in S tier before I'd put Evil Dead in S tier. Personally. Chat.
I think S tier is really hard. There's actually only one S tier in my opinion.
Chat.
One.
Evil Dead or Metallica in S tier. Evil Dead, one of those. Only one. Evil Dead, not Jurassic Park. Evil Dead or Metallica remake.
We do not get the Jurassic Park.
Evil Dead. A lot of people are saying Evil Dead. Metallica. This is where we're at. Metallica's objectively great. It's just not my game. My first 3 games when playing has nothing. Lord of the Rings. Well, now we see where we're at, right? We see where we're at. Is Evil Dead perfect? No. Is Metallica perfect? No. But none of these are, but it's...
Here's the argument, though, I make of why we are in a renaissance of pinball. Okay?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So if we go, literally, you can go basically here and up. No. All these games. These are all games I would recommend to somebody. Somebody came
in the B category up, yeah.
But and it's not like a bad feeling. It's not like, oh, it's a B. It's like there are recommendations, and there are a lot of people that I would not recommend a Jaws or a Godzilla to.
So if you
I would recommend a Harry Potter before a Jaws or a Godzilla.
If you had one of your friends at work and they're like, I want to buy a pinball machine, and you're like, cool, what are you into? And they say Star Wars. You would not recommend Mando or Star Wars.
So
you would say, hey,
I would go, I don't think you want a Star Wars, but did you see? Let's talk about some other stuff over here. All right.
Kong is S tier. Kong has the potential to get to S tier. I get it. This is tough. And guess what? Remember, if you guys want to do this, now that we're wrapping up here, go to, let me spell it right, Tiermaker. Tiermaker.com.
Put it in the chat, Joel.
I can't.
Oh, we can't do that.
We will add it. Well, let me try. In, out. Search that. Go to this one. Flipping out, Stream Rankings 2025. Here we go. Let me see if I can put this in chat.
All right. So we've got a list. I think there's some argument for S and A tier. This is where this stuff makes it fun, right? Oh, Zach just put it in. Thank you, Zach.
Sick. Fill it out. Tell us where we're wrong. If you're watching us on YouTube afterwards, tell us what we're wrong. Scone, Elton John should really be up there. It's an amazing. That's why we have it as our 1 or 2. It's flirting with 1 or 2 for our favorite JJP game.
I think Elton John is better than King Kong right now, but we can't.
That's fine.
We're arguing about that's where I'm saying of somebody comes up to you and goes, I want a pinball machine. I think 20 years ago it was well, buy an Addams Family, buy a Twilight Zone, buy there were 3 or 4 right that were the games to buy. And now we're in a position where it's yo, dog, what are you into? What do you want to play?
Wow. Jobber sent me his tier list.
Thanks, Jobber.
He has GTF as S tier, and everything else is D. Every other game is D.
What's holding Harry Potter back? There's still a lot of code left to go.
Rob
Harry Potter. There's a
Cato, I know. Joel, have you ordered Jaws? No. Josh, we talked about this earlier. Honestly, if I was to order a Jaws today, I would probably get the original art.
There are way too many machines to buy. I agree.
But people call us shills all the time. What I will shill is if you want to buy any of these games, reach out to Zach and Nicole Flipping Out. Is every game is every game that Zach sells amazing? No, we don't love every game Zach sells. But have we had fun? We have absolutely had a blast streaming all these games, experiencing finding the nuances, finding things we like, finding things we don't. This is a subjective list. So please go fill out the list yourself. Take a screenshot of it. And Zach's going to have a Facebook post that you can post that screenshot at, and you'll be entered into a giveaway. So don't put giveaway at the post. Don't put it in it because it gets all the spam and don't say giveaway. Find something else.
Yeah.
But
so here's
Joel,
the deal.
just get the 50. It is. I know, John. It is. It is.
So here's the deal. It's 12:02. We're talking a lot about pinball. 5 games. We're gonna do the 5-game game, and then what are we loving about pinball right now? What's fun? What are you vibing with? What's some new you've learned about pinball? Whatever. What is the thing about pinball that's just going on with your life, man?
Look at me mess
with
this
pinball.
up.
Do you want me to go first since I've been thinking about my answer?
Please.
All right. So my 5 games, and this feeds into me and pinball right now. Okay. Because if you don't know, if you're newer to the stream, right? Joel was doing pinball long before I came along. I happened to move close and I started joining him on stream. I have now been pulled into this pinball thing, right?
Yes.
And I'm having fun. I act like it at times, like I'm wearing a Magic the Gathering t-shirt. Magic is better, whatever. But I'm really starting to enjoy pinball. And honestly, it was this year that kind of was the tipping point for me in pinball. So currently my top 5 bolt to the floor machines are Evil Dead, Labyrinth, Dune, Deadpool, and why did I just forget? I literally had Jaws. That's my stern. Those are my 5. Now, here's why I kind of wanted to say this. What have I discovered about pinball that's been so much fun? To me, the super fun thing is we have 3 of those games are 2 of them are made by Barrels of Fun and 1 of them is made by Spooky. We got people that are outside of the major manufacturer, Stern, making really cool, really weird stuff. Okay. They're trying things. and they're so much fun and different, and they feel different than a Stern machine. And I think that I'm now getting excited about pinball, of like why you go to a pinball convention and you go try out these like home brews, and you go try out these, these new manufacturers and the things that they're doing. Like pinball is not just Stern. Stern is really good at what they do. They're the biggest. But the fun thing is that there are so many people out there doing great things. And I think we saw it with like when TNA kind of came out, kind of rocked everyone's world, right? Mm-hmm. And we've kind of had this momentum going on. But that's the exciting thing for me, is pinball doesn't just have to be Stern, because Stern is Stern, and Stern's really great at it. 2 of those games are Stern. Jaws, it's probably my favorite game right now from like an all the level things. But then those other 3 are just like, they're so interesting to think about, and they're trying new things, and they're not perfect, but man, it's so
they're
cool.
Fun to play.
It's so fun.
Josh here in chat said Jaws, Evil Dead, Kong, Elton, and Monster Bash. I can't argue with that.
No,
I can't. Those are all great.
And you listen to the list though, and what is it? It's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
It's Elton John's out of JJP. JJP doesn't really
Evil
vibe
Dead
for
is
me,
spooky.
right? But JJP's doing good. Yeah, we're just spooky. Like people are just. That's what's so cool, is we have these different manufacturers.
Is there a tier list for Joel's sandals? Wow, my 5. If I didn't own games, the way I would look at it the same way. I love Evil Dead. I just can't own it. If I had to own a Jersey Jack right now, it would either be Harry Potter or Hobbit.
Joel, I need your 5 games.
So Harry Potter.
There we go.
I think I'd go Harry Potter over games. Hobbit.
He's thinking about this too hard.
TNA. Sorry. Jaws.
See, Joel's doing the like, what will my family like?
No.
He's not heartless like me.
Monster Bash. I would take Monster Bash over Cactus. I really had a blast with that. If that's the point, is to have a Bally Williams that's fun and approachable. So I said Jaws. My last one would probably be... Lord. I mean, Evil Dead would be amazing, but I just hope the next Spooky is just as good.
I think it will be.
Metallica, maybe.
Really?
I really had a lot of fun with Metallica. Or, I mean, if I own Jaws, I don't think I'd need to own Godzilla.
Why do you hate Cactus Canyon, Joel?
I don't hate Cactus Canyon. I can't wait for that new kit to arrive and make it so much better.
Look at that Dune.
Dune is pretty good, but I can't say where it is right now. So
what's fun about pinball right now, Joel?
This is what's fun about pinball.
Yeah.
This is what's fun about pinball. You guys, for the 200 people that show up here every week for whatever reason to hang out with us,
we appreciate it.
We really genuinely appreciate it. It's an awesome opportunity, obviously, for us as brothers to hang out. But the fact that we're having a blast with you guys and working with Zach is awesome. Just playing new games is great. And pinball's fun. That's the one thing they call us shills all the time because we're like, not every game is good. Dude, every pinball game can be fun. Yeah. There is a lot of good in pinball. So we have fun. We genuinely have fun playing every week. But at the end of the day, we're not buying every game. And so that's what's really challenging because I want my collection to grow. But yet we're spoiled. We just keep getting new fun things. And it's like, how do I want to commit to the next fun thing? So, no. But yes, I will say we'll chill it up one last time. If we were to buy a game, we'd be reaching out to Zach and flip it out. So yes, he's about to post, not only on Facebook will he post this tier list thing for you guys to participate in, but he's about to list apparently 15 new games.
15 new games.
Or not new, 15 used games.
Zach is wheeling.
So check that out. Jaws 50th obviously came out today. So if you wanted Jaws 50th, Zach can hook you up. He still has spaces or spots to try to get you a game like within a week or two. So reach out to that. We will be at Chicago Pinball. Yeah, that's in October.
I know, but yeah. So hey.
Oh, and I think the chances of Jared being at TPF are pretty good because we made a lot of money last week for playing
everybody tickets, because that will.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, thank you for everybody that was here. Honestly, thank you for everybody who was here tonight. You can check out our stuff on Silverball Swag. We will be here next week. We will be playing Dune. And there's new code for it.
Go play a pinball machine. Have fun.
And if you're watching this afterwards, tell us all the things you disagree with.
Play pinball.
Yes.
Have fun.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.